Yeah! Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Joseph here for another video right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button down there, you know where, in the description box below on this channel and my other channels, which are, like I said, down there. So, subscribe to them right now. Hit that like button, stick that thumb up, just you know what, and show those idiots that don't like me or like anybody else. You don't like them? Hit that like button, show them that you like our content. That's pretty much it. So like the video, subscribe, and share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you're real, if you're not, you need your head examined. And a good ass kicking. To make you stop being so obsessed. That's all I gotta say about that. But in any case, if you're real, follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And hit that bell, turn on all notifications after you slap it around a little bit. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn video. And if you do miss a video, well, you're SOL. And we pretty much know what that means. That's that. So once again, like, share, subscribe, and if you want, leave a comment. And follow me on social media for all my live tweets regarding the world of professional wrestling. Basically anything else, I feel like it. And share the video all over the internet, and don't forget to hit that bell so you don't miss anything. And if you do, that's your fault, not mine. Your fault. So, go fuck yourselves if you missed it. That's it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. On this Tuesday evening, August the 29th, 2023. Just about the end of August. We got Labor Day weekend this coming weekend. The basically end of summer. You know, we got 2 weeks after that, but still. Basically, the summer is coming to a close, and for some of you, I hope you had a great summer. For others, I don't give a shit. As for now, rolling on into that beautiful season of fall, as we head into September, and pretty soon, right around the corner, we got Halloween, Thanksgiving, and the greatest day in the world, my goddamn birthday, and Christmas, and then 2023 will be a distant memory. So, you know, we got about really three and a half months left. So, a little over 100 and change days to the end of the year. So, get ready, because 2024 is fast approaching. So, that's it. Alright, other than that, I hope everybody had a great Tuesday, and if you didn't, well, fuck you, man. I had a pretty decent Tuesday. That's all I gotta say about that. Did what I gotta do. Now I'm just chilling, waiting for NXT to come on in about just under at the top of the hour, I should say. Should be some good shit. We got a fatal four-way, number one contenders match to see who faces my girl, my sweetheart, Tiffany Stratton, Daddy, for her NXT Women'S Championship. We got Roxy, Blair Davenport, Kiana James, and Gigi Dolan. See what happens with that. We got the Big Boss Man 2.0, Dominic Dijak, taking on Nightwolf, a.k.a. Eddie Thorpe, tonight. That should be a big, beefy men slapping meat match. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. See what happens with Carmelo Hayes after he retained his title against Wesley, and what's next for him. Might be Trick Williams, but we'll have to see what happens with that. Also, we have the start of the Global Invitational Tournament to see who will face Noam Dar at NXT No Mercy at the end of September. So we got matches tonight. It's just weird fucking rules. If you win, you get 2 points. Big deal! These tournaments suck. I hate tournaments. I hate it. Except for the G1. That's a tournament. These other tournaments suck. Besides the Owen Hart tournament, I'm okay with that. But anything else, I don't give two fucks about. So this tournament, I don't care who wins. I'll probably lose the Noam Dar for the Heritage Cup. So I'll have to see what happens with that. And we got, probably the main, I think it should be the main event, we got a steel cage, brother, between the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus, taking on the dyad of the grizzled young veterans, Fowler and Reed. If the Creeds win, they are back in NXT. If not, well, you're out of here. Well, they're still out of here, but I think that the Creeds are going to win tonight and come back to NXT and go after those tag team championships that my cousin Tony D'Angelo and Stax have. But we'll see. We will see what happens with that. So, a big, jam-packed episode of NXT tonight as we are rolling on to NXT No Mercy, September the 30th on pay-per-view and Peacock. And then the night after, I guess we got another pay-per-view. Oh, we didn't think there was gonna be a pay-per-view in October, right? Like I said, yesterday in my video about CM Punk and Jack Perry, who got suspended, and Punk might be quitting. Nice knowing you, Phil. You fucking egomaniac. So, as I mentioned yesterday, AEW has a new pay-per-view coming out October the 1st in Seattle, Washington, and it is the first ever Wrestle Dream, which is going to be in tribute to the man Antonio Inoki. That should be pretty damn good. October the 1st. So we have after this weekend, at the end of September, we got another big week and weekend of action with NXT No Mercy and the very first Wrestle Dream. I can't wait for that. Well, not No Mercy. I care less about that. I can't wait for Wrestle Dream. Because I think we're going to see a lot of New Japan people in there. So it might be like Forbidden Door Part 2. Or like a Forbidden Door type show. I don't know. But it's supposed to be like a tribute show to Antonio Inoki. The US version, not the Japanese version. Which is still good, but still. But we'll get there when we get there. But this week, we got a big week. We got Raw, I'll get to in a minute. NXT tonight, we got Big Time Dynamite tomorrow night from Chicago, Illinois. We got, Thursday, we got Ring of Honor and Impact. Friday, we got a big SmackDown, the go-home show before Payback. Jimmy Uso will be there. Will you? I hope so. Well, we got that. We got Rampage taped from Chicago. And we got a live Collision on Saturday night going head-to-head with Payback. So, anybody gonna watch Collision? No. 300,000 people might watch Collision, but I think everybody's gonna watch Payback. And then Sunday night, we got All Out 4 coming your way once again from Chicago. And the card doesn't even look that good for that show. Looks like a glorified Dynamite / Rampage. That's what it is. We'll have to see what happens with that. Probably get more matches announced tomorrow and on Rampage and on Collision. Maybe there might be a pre-show. Some of it like 16 matches. 16 matches total. I don't know. But we'll have to see what happens with that. Sorry, my voice is about to go. What else is new? But anyway, so we got all that coming this week, and as we get rolling into September. So, stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff coming your way right here on the channel and my other channels as well. So I will be doing predictions videos for Payback and All Out 4 and my reviews. I have to do my all-in review. I'll probably do that maybe later tonight, maybe tomorrow, maybe early tomorrow. Not early tomorrow, I got things to do. Probably sometime tomorrow before Dynamite. But I will be get to all-in and then lead you into Dynamite. So we'll get that. Alright, enough about that. Blue Funky! Let's get into the meat and potatoes of the video when I wasted 10.5 minutes, and if you don't like it, well, fuck you! And I have one more other thing to say. That too. Then we move on. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, on this Tuesday evening, getting close to Tuesday night, August the 29th, 2023, thank you for watching here on the channel. Once again, my name is Peter Joseph. I am a content creator talking about the world of professional wrestling, and if you don't like it, exit stage left! Or right. Depending where you are looking at me from. That way? That way? That way? That way? But it is what it is. Alright, enough about that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late and out-of-date Monday night review for August the 28th, 2023, the Raw Go-Home Show before this Saturday night's main event. No, not main event, but, well, that's next week if you're going to the Mausoleum in Long Island, you know, the Nassau Mausoleum. They're having Saturday night's main event, which is also the same night as Impact 1000. But that's, I think, in White Plains somewhere. Should have been in New York City, but we always get shafted. What are you gonna do? So we got that. So this is the go-home show before Saturday night's payback event from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of those Steelers. We're going to get destroyed on September the 10th by the Niners. Sign Bosa now. John Lynch. Jed York, you better give him his fucking money now. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But we'll talk about football next week. Alright, so this was a pretty meh show. And let's get into it. Alright, so we start off with a beautiful picture in memory of Terry Funk. I was a hardcore legend in Japan. Forever! Forever! Always pay homage to Terry Funk and the man himself, Bray Wyatt, winning the Rotunda. Great picture. We're going to see, once again, we saw on this episode of Raw, basically what we saw on SmackDown, with the epic tribute to Terry Funk, and the even more epic Bray Wyatt tribute, which still makes me cry. And I think the services for Bray Wyatt, the funeral is this week, and I believe next week in Florida, I believe. A lot of people are trying to get there, but with Hurricane Idalia, whatever the fuck her name is, might hinder travel going to Florida and getting out, because it's going to be a Cat 3 by the time it gets to Florida. So back down the hatches tonight and really tomorrow in the Tampa, Jacksonville area, and most of central to northern Florida. Gonna be, not gonna be a great time. So, my thoughts and prayers go out to the people in Tampa, Jacksonville, in Georgia, because they're gonna get hit with this storm too. But, thankfully, nothing here. So we'll see what happens with that tomorrow. But, Tony Khan, great man that he is, said that talent who want to go to the services for Bray Wyatt can do that for the next 2 Dynamite. So this Dynamite and next week's Dynamite. So there's going to be a lot of talent not going to be live tomorrow. Maybe like the Bucks, maybe Kenny, Adam Cole, baby. I don't know. So that's why a lot of people came into Chicago today, probably to do some pre-tapes. Mostly pre-tapes, I would assume, but because like I said, most people are going to be at the services tomorrow or maybe the week after, depending on if they can get there with the stupid hurricane. But, I wish it was, shown on YouTube or on social media because I would love to see it. But, well, we'll see what happens with that. But I know Matt Hardy is trying to get there. Rebby Hardy put up a thing on Twitter trying to get a flight down to Tampa before the hurricane's there. But good luck getting out. But it is what it is. So that's tomorrow. Most of this week, I assume, and maybe next week too. So a lot of stuff with the Bray Wyatt funeral and memorial. So we have that. All right, let's get into that. So we had that. Then we go right to the arena with our epic commentators. We have Mitchell Cole and Bad News Reed Barrett. I'm afraid I got some bad news for you. He does. He'll tell you himself. He has some bad news because he's Bad News Reed Barrett. Alright, and we are at the FedEx Forum in Memphis, Tennessee. Yep! Home of those Grizzlies. And the home of Jerry the King Lawler, who made an appearance last night during the commercial when Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, after the match I'm going to talk about, they brought out Jerry Lawler. Looked great for a guy that just got over a stroke a few months back. Looked fabulous. The King looks great. But hopefully, the King gets better, back to 100%, and we'll see what happens with that. Alright, speaking of Sami Zayn, he starts off the action with our first match tonight. He takes on Poppy Priest in the Bank, Damian Priest. So we get that, this coming from last week, after all the crap that happened last week. So, these guys, Sammy, Kevin, Kevin coming back, Damian, Finn, still going at each other. They like each other, they hate each other, they get on the same page, they hate, This wild feud that will finally end on Saturday. So, we get this match, and the match was announced. Tag team title match at Payback. Finn and Priest taking on Sammy and Kevin. So we got that. So we start off, the match was alright. So it starts out with Damian with a basic headlock. Doesn't last long. Sammy sends him out to the floor. Hits a springboard moonsault. Pretty nice. Get back in, and Poppy Priest blasts Sammy with a big-time clothesline. Then he follows it up with the Broken Arrow. Lisa Lamon Chico, Lisa's H. Something happened to this, something happened to you, Chico. So he hits that for a near fall. Sammy's then sent outside, and then we get a sick-looking downward spiral right on the announcer's table. Ow! As we go to break, by the way, didn't hit Michael Cole. Damn. Anyway, we come back from break. Sammy hits a sunset flip bomb for a near fall. Then the ever-popular Blue Thunder Bomb, which only won of 2 matches, gets the same. Then, I don't know how he did it, but Sammy hits the exploder in the corner, ow, on Poppy Priest. But then J.D. McDonough comes out, causes a distraction, and Damian then hits South of Heaven. Slayer! Fucking Slayer! You could tell, Damian Priest loves Slayer! What do you think? He has, moves named after freaking Slayer songs. So he hits South of Heaven. 1, 2, 3. Poppy Priest gets the win in 11.5 minutes. Match was okay. Gave it 3 out of 5 stars. After the match, J.D. McDonough comes in and is like, hey, look what I did! That's what we have to do, I helped you. And Damian's like, well, fuck you, man! Get out of here. Pushes him down. Jay's like, I'm just trying to help you. And then he leaves. And then Kevin Owens comes from behind and beats the fuck out of Kevin, I almost said Kevin, out of J.D. McDonough again. Hits him with a stunner and blah, 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 and that's pretty much it. Let me move on with that. Alright, then we go to the back where we have Drew McIntyre and, for some odd reason, Akira Tozawa. There, Tozawa is looking at a new picture, not nude, I said new picture of Drew McIntyre with his bright green trunks that say, bro. You know, still the stupid fucking tag team with him and Matt Riddle, or now known as McRiddle. Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. McRiddle, really? McDonald's should sue the WWE for that. But they won't. But anyway, so Tozawa's like, ugh, this... Me don't like your picture! No! Me go have sushi! So anyway, so he leaves, thank the Lord. And then, guess who? Matt Riddle comes in. It's like, hey bro, we should have matching tights and matching kilts. And Drew's like, fuck, what? And then Riddle, being smart for once, you know, laying off the weed a little bit, says, hey, we should go sit ringside to watch The New Day face War Machine later on. Drew's like, yeah, for once you're actually right, let's do it. Or as Paul Stanley would say, let's do it. That's pretty much it. So we'll see what happens with that. And I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we get a video on Raquel Rodriguez wanted to beat the shit out of Mommy Rhea Ripley. And that match will happen this Saturday night for the Women's World Championship. Excuse me, at Payback. And that's it. Alright, then we go to the segment of the night. We hear the music of E! Thy! Drink! That's not an insult. That's a fact of life. So, we all thought Eli was coming out, and Wade Barrett's like, oh my god! It's Eli Drake! You know, Wade Barrett getting a fucking, you know, having an orgasm on fucking commentary. So we all thought Eli was coming out, but, and there's a but, and it stinks, and this stunk, and it was The Miz, who came out dressed almost to a T, like Eli. He starts mocking Eli, doing all his mannerisms. Yeah, let me talk to you. Yeah, you know, doing all that. What? You know. Well, Eli doesn't go, what? You know, that's Stone Cold. What? So, anyway, The Miz says, I know it takes more than a catchphrase to get your support. Then he whips out a bag of LA Knight t-shirts, or Eli Drake's t-shirts. He's like, hey, if you want a t-shirt, give me a hell yeah! Fucking fans like, oh yeah, I want a free t-shirt! So Miz is like, hey, you want one? You want one? You want one? Nah, fuck you! You'll get no t-shirt. No t-shirt for you. So, Miz then, like, rips off his gear, all the gear, even the glasses. That's nice glasses. And talks about how pathetic the fans are. They'll cheer for anything, pretty much. Pretty much, because we're all marks. I'll admit I'm a mark, but I'm an Adam Cole mark, but it is what it is. I might be a mark, but I'm a good fan. I'm a wrestling fan, not a mark. But I'll mark out for certain things. Like Asuka, Kyrie, Io. Anyway, he says, well, the party's over. When he beats Eli Drake for good on Saturday night, he says, you can cheer for catchphrases and losers, and in 5 days, you will be chanting M-I-Z. Yeah! Well, we'll see. I think it'll be a good, pretty decent match. Not a great match. I think it'll be a good match. No, but this is probably the Miz's best promo in a long time. Best promo in a long time. So, I gave this 3.5 out of 5 stars. I have nothing else to say. Miz did a good job. He did a good job. That's pretty much it. Alright, then we get a look back at Shinsuke Nakamura. Talk about Seth Rollins' back injury, talking in Japanese, great promo, and then he's like, watch your back. So we're going to hear from Seth freaking Rollins calling out Shinsuke. Got that later on. So after that, we go to our next match, tag team match player. We got the New Day of Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston! As they take on War Machine, Eric and Ivar with Sarah Logan, otherwise known as Valhalla, at ringside. Drew McIntyre and Matt Riddle are at ringside next to commentary, taking notes. So the match was what it was. Back and forth match. Really, Eric and Ivar were kind of isolating Kofi for a very long time. Commentary references the Barbarian. The Barbarian? Hall of Famer Barbarian? Can you say that in my good ear? Of all people, they talk about Valhalla wearing antlers at ringside. I would have said, hey, you can't miss the elk in front of you! That's one big elk. But anyway, Kofi gets dropped on a floor for a near fall, and they continue to beat down on Kofi, but Kofi finally gets the hot tag to Xavier Woods. As the pace picks up, but Eric grabs a full Nelson onto a raised knee. Ow! And then all four men in the ring, Kofi is driven into Riddle and McIntyre, launched into them. Both men go down, and then Drew gets all pissy. And, he throws a chair inside. Then he takes the office chair that was at ringside. He's trying to hit, I think, Eric in the face with it, and accidentally throws it and hits, hits Xavier Woods. Boom! Right in the fucking face. And he went down like a bowling pin. And then inside the ring, I'm surprised that this match did not end in a disqualification or a no contest. But anyway, Ivar dives onto Drew, and then gets back in the ring, and Kofi gets hit with Ragnarok. Nice Final Fantasy 12 reference. And 13, if you think about it. That finishes off Kofi. 1, 2, 3, so War Machine gets the win over the New Day in 17 minutes. What are you going to do? So, I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. After the match, Drew, Kofi, and Riddle look after Xavier Woods, and Kofi's like, Drew's like, it was an accident. Kofi's like, I know! You wouldn't do anything like that, would you? Would you? Nice little Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3 reference. I'm George. George McFly. Yeah. McFly! We get that. Alright, anyway, and that leads to another promo later in the show where Drew, Kofi comes out of the trainer's room. Drew asks Kofi how Xavier Woods is. Riddle's there. Kofi said that Woods is a little shaken up, but he'll be okay. And it's like, I know you didn't mean to do that. That's not in your repertoire. And then Drew's like, well, we gotta focus on our match next week against War Machine. And then Riddle's like, He said we! I guess we're a team now! I really wish we got the serious side of Riddle. Remember when he cut that scathing, curse-filled promo against Seth Rollins when they were when Seth talked about his family, Riddle's family, and he got all serious and started cursing out Seth? I'm gonna fuck you up! Can we get that side of Riddle, and instead of the boring as fuck, smoke too much weed? I mean, we have to hear that on NXT every freaking week with, Booker T, sucker! Black Snow. Well, we move on. Anyway, so then we get to a segment with Finn Balor and Damian Priest in the back with Mommy Rhea Ripley and her boy toy, Dominic Guerrero, the North American champ. So Finn and Priest still arguing about Finn's best friend in the whole wide world, JD McDonough. And then Damien saying, he's like, oh, I care about this La Familia right here. And then he kind of says something to Dom, and Dom's like, what? It's like, you already talked to me like, what? He got a little scared. Come on, Dom, don't be scared about Poppy Priest. Come on now. Get that Latino heat, ese. Right, Eddie? Yeah. My son is not scared of anybody, pero. Exactly. Fucking exactly. He's a Latino heat. He's a Latino. He's not a gringo like Rey Mysterio. Or Osito. Osito. No, my friend Osito. How you doing in SA? See, Latinos are not scared of anybody except for, like, Rey Mysterio, because he's a pussy. He's a great man, but still, he's a pussy. Eddie Guerrero will tell you himself he's a pussy. Right, Eddie? Oh, and I hate Rey. Rey's a gringo. He's a pendejo, cabrón. Exactly. Don't do a chancla at him. Don't be Selena Vega. Do chanclas at him and shit. You know how those Puerto Rican women are. Oh, boy. I should know. You know. I got a Mexican girlfriend at home. She throws her chanclas at me if I get out of line. So, if you're going out or you're married to a Mexican or a Latina or Dominican, you better treat her right. She might throw a chancla at your ass. Just being real. No, not hating on the Latinos or the Puerto Rican community, because I love them all. By the way, hi Issa, how you doing? Anyway, but I love the Puerto Rican people. I would love to go to Puerto Rico one day, or the Dominican Republic. Mexico, depends on what part. Not gonna eat. I may or may not eat the food. I'm not a big, Spanish. I don't eat like Taco Bell or anything like that. I hate Taco Bell as it is. Makes me one for the border, and I don't even eat it. But I digress. But lovely people, lovely women, lovely, just amazing people. But anyway. Alright, so Poppy Priest and Finn argue about Katie McDonough, and then Mommy Rhea Ripley, once again, has to come in and calm things down, because she's the voice of reason. And she's like, I already had a deal with Raquel Rodriguez, last week. And then she gives an ultimatum to Finn and Priest, like, if you don't walk out, really, all of us, if we don't walk out with gold around our sexy waists, then there are gonna be some changes. So if I was Finn and Priest, I would really, really get on the same page and try everything in their power to win the God damn it, the undisputed tag team titles. And if not, one of them are going bye-bye, and I think it's going to be Finn. I think Finn is going to be kicked out of Judgment Day after this, probably as soon as Monday Night Raw next week. And I think JD McDonough is going to be the new leader of Judgment Day. Finn is going to go bye-bye, and then he's going to start feuding with all of them. Except Mommy, of course. Is it going to be a better version? Maybe, maybe not, but there's going to be changes. Now JD McDonough is coming in. I mean, I'd rather not see Poppy Priest go on his own, because I think he fits Judgment Day pretty damn well. But we'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. And we move on. Alright, then we get the beautiful tribute for Bray Wyatt. Cry like a little bitch, once again. And that's it. Alright, then we get the Drew McIntyre Riddle thing. Talk about the Viking Raiders. I already talked about that. Now we go to a promo from Walter and Imperium of Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner. So they come out. Walter, still your reigning, defending, sorta undefeated Intercontinental Champion, is about to beat the Honky Tonk Man's record if he wins on Monday Night Raw this coming Monday night against Chad Gable in their third match. So once again, he gets on the announcer's table. Surprised he doesn't break that thing with his weight. Excuse me. So he talks about how Gable defeated him last week by countout, which doesn't mean shit because the champ retains on a countout. But in reality, Gable won absolutely nothing because I'm still the champ, bitch. And Walter says the only thing that Gable has achieved is really pissing him off. And now he's like, well, now you got my attention. And he tells Gable says, if Gable is the last thing between me and beating the Honky Tonk Man's record on Monday Night Raw next week, so be it. So then the Alpha Academy come out. Sheesh! Sheesh, please. Thank you. So, Chad Gable, Otis, I can't say Otis, Otis, and the lovely Maxine Dupree. Love her. So they come out, Gable gets on the mic and says, hey, Walter, you made some good points there, but you still lost. And then he says, it's not going to take me 10 seconds to beat you next week. It's only going to take me 1, 2, 3. And that's pretty much it. So, Gable thinks he's going to take the title away from Walter next week. We'll see. We'll see. I still think Walter's going to hold that belt through the rest of this year. Maybe lose it at WrestleMania, or maybe before, who knows. But he's going to have a historic reign that I don't think anybody's going to beat. Kind of like Roman. He's still going. He's almost at 1,100 days. Jesus Christ. I don't even know. I think it's around 1,100 right now. I think it's about to hit 1,100 by this weekend. Whew. I mean, we probably won't see him for a while. I mean, we're going to see that schmuck Cena for the next month, basically 2 months. Doing what? I don't know, and I don't give a shit. Just stay away from Roman, John. You know what happened last time. You know what happened. Smashed, stacked, pinned. Back to Hollywood you go. Now you're back for some other reason. The Boyers for 2 months. What's Roman doing? Sitting on the island of Rome? Was he actually, doing something? Sipping his margaritas, banging, his wife, or who knows, not in missionary position. That's what John Cena likes to do. Because, you know what John Cena, it's the same thing over and over and over again. It's like missionary position every single night. Same fucking bullshit with Cena every time. Who cares? Alright, so we got that. So Gabe was like, I'm going to take your title on Monday. Walter's like, you're not going to do it. So we'll have to see what happens on Monday Night Raw on Labor Day, as the traditional Labor Day show. It should be good, and we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Then we go to a match with Sir Chad Gable against Ludwig Kaiser, or Marcel Barthel. Everybody at ringside. So some kind of chicanery was going to happen. And for what it's worth, it was a pretty decent match. We got a gory stretch into a Dominator. Interesting. I think that was by Gable. Nice. Then we get a Cactus Jack cross body block. Puts Marcel Barthel on the floor. And then Gable hits a moonsault onto him and Fabian Aichner at the same time. Pretty damn good. And Walter just standing on like a douche. Anyway, they get back in. Gable tries for the ankle lock. It gets broken up. So Gable then grabs the Chaos Theory suplex. Goes for the cover, but then Fabian Aichner comes in and beats down Gable, causing disqualification. So once again, Chad Gable is your winner by DQ. So he's won by DQ. He's won by time limit. Well, he survived that time limit with Walter. So it's basically 3, maybe 4 wins. So I think he did beat Fabian Aichner, I think. He beat Walter in that 5-minute match, even though technically he won. Then he beat Walter by countout last week. Now he beat freaking Marcel Barthel. So 4 straight wins by Chad Gable over Imperium. Can he make it number 5 on Monday night? I don't think so, but we'll see. But anyway, this match was alright. Gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's that. And we move on. Alright, after the match, we get a humongous brawl. Walter gets involved. He goes for that powerbomb of his, but gets counted into an ankle lock. But then Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner come in and beat down Chad Gable, and they stand tall. That's pretty much it. That's it. Alright, moving on. Alright, then we go to another great segment of the night. We go to Seth freaking Rollins. Oh! The World Heavyweight Champion comes out. Nice green suit. Wonder where he got that. I think I know where he got that. He got it from the Men's Warehouse. Because when you go to the Men's Warehouse, you want to look good for your lady. You just want to look good. Because some of you don't look good. Some of you need a makeover. Seriously. Like, seriously. Go to the Men's Warehouse. Because when you do go to the Men's Warehouse, if you have the money, if you don't, you're fucking... You can go to the Gap. Most of you probably go to the Gap. Who knows? I go to the top of the line clothing stores, my friend. Not the Salvation Army. Not Goodwill, because you have no proof. I go to Goodwill and get these epic fucking clothes like this one, where you can buy on New Year's Day's merchandise store, or Ash Costello's merchandise store. I didn't get this at Goodwill. Bought it with my own fucking money. Unlike some of you, I got a job. And I do it very well. Unlike you, who just stay on YouTube all day. I don't do that. And you have no proof of it. And I don't have to show you shit. So take that L, stick it right up your woohoo, and blow me. That's pretty much it. So anyway, Seth freaking Rollins comes out. By the way, when you do go to Men's Warehouse, you're gonna like the way you look. I can guarantee it. For some of you, I can't. Because you can still get good clothes and you still look like shit. Because some of you need a shower and you need a shave. Seriously! And a haircut, too. See, mine is coming back, but I shave it every week, so I'm good. And I look good, too. Because when you look good, you feel good. That's commercial. It is, truly it is. But anyway, so he comes out, gets right to the point, after taking a bunch of time, with the crowd singing. Nice freaking side plates, by the way, there, Seth, with the Bray Wyatt side plate. Very nice. He had the armband, Wyndham armband. Very nice. Then he goes, Yowie Wowie! Welcome to Monday Night Rollins! Very nice. Very nice. He says, been a long week. Obviously with Terry Funk, Bray Wyatt, and Bob Barker dying, along with Arlene Sorkin, the voice of Harley Quinn in Batman the Animated Series. So it's been a very bad week. Hopefully we don't get a bad week like we got last week. Hopefully not. But anyway, been a long week. Getting to the point. Calls out Shinsuke. Shinsuke doesn't come out. So Ronald's like, well, I'm going to go to the back and have a drink. What kind of drink there, Seth? Is it Pepsi? But anyway, so he's about to leave, and then Shinsuke appears on the Tron and cuts another epic fucking Japanese-style promo. I wish we got this before. Why couldn't we get this when he appeared in NXT? And then on the main roster? No, we had to get watered-down Shinsuke Nakamura. right? It took five, I think it's been in WWE for what, 5-6 years now? Maybe close to 7? I think 5 or 6 years. It took us that long to get a great promos from Shinsuke. Took him that long? Good job, Vince. Took your dopey son-in-law to finally figure out, oh, this is how we should present Shinsuke. Same thing with Asuka. And Io. If you think about it, Io in a way, too. But they still fucked up Asuka. They fucked up Asuka before, now they're doing it again. Even with her new change, that she's like a clown. Really, Asuka should have came back at the Royal Rumble as Kana Asuka, not this version of Asuka looks like a clown. And then she loses the fucking Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. Oh, then she gets the title back, yeah, two pay-per-views after. At Night of Champions, and then loses at SummerSlam. Back to Bianca, and now she's gone for a little bit. When she's coming back, I don't know. I think she I locked her in the dungeon again. After give her after I lay down that pipe. I'll let her out when I feel like it. Was she's gonna face Io. You know it. I know it's coming. It's probably not going to be a Payback because they haven't even announced anything for Io at Payback. So I'm thinking maybe she just holds on to that title to Fastlane. Maybe they do something with her, with Io, Asuka, and maybe Asuka. Most likely that horseface bitch Charlotte. And if Bianca comes back from her destruction, well, basically her pilmanizing of her leg. But I wouldn't do that. I would have Io hold it all the way to WrestleMania, have Asuka win the Royal Rumble, then we have Io Asuka for the WWE Women's Championship at WrestleMania 40. Then Asuka finally will get her WrestleMania win. But then again, I'm asking too much. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, I gotta finish this up because NXT's coming on in 10 minutes. Anyway, alright, so Shinsuke gets on the Tron, talks in Japanese, he's training with various weapons, and he's talking in Japanese about how he's going to stop Rollins, and that's basically it. Says, I'm gonna break your back. You're not gonna be able to, your wife is gonna have to help you out of bed. You're not gonna be able to walk your daughter down the aisle when she gets married. I'm like, damn. So it ends, and then Rollins like, that's it? That's what you get? That's what you got? That's all you got? So like, I would have expected something better, and he wants the old Shinsuke back that was like main eventing the Tokyo Dome and was just like a buzzsaw in NXT. That's what he wants. He's like, oh, this was a year ago when I gave you the shirt off my back, but no more. And he says, on Saturday, I will lay you out. So that's all I gotta say. I'm out of here. And then Shinsuke is there in the arena and jumps set from behind with the Kinshasa to the back. Then he whispers something else in his ear, probably the same thing like, watch your back. And that ends it. So we'll have to see what happens on Saturday for the World Heavyweight Championship. Do they actually pull the trigger and give Shinsuke the belt? I doubt it. I doubt it very much, but then again, you never know. And that's that. Alright, so I gave that 3.5 out of 5 stars. Move on. Alright, then we got Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. They're sick of Judgment Day and the numbers game. So he's like, we're going to do this one more time for the Undisputed Tag Team belts, but this time, we're in Pittsburgh. We're going to do a Steel City street fight. So we got that. So that's that. Give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we go to our next match. Bronson Reed taking on Tommaso Ciampa, the Psycho Killer. pretty decent match. Nice show of strength by Ciampa, lifting the big fat man up for an air raid crash. Then he hits Willow's bell into a running knee to face for a near fall. He gets back up, grabs a crucifix bomb, and he goes for the cover, and he got the pin, even though Bronson's shoulders were up a little bit. So I don't know if that was a botch pin. I don't know. Maybe referee Asia Pereira wasn't even looking. I don't know. But, a win's a win. 4.5 minutes, and Ciampa gets the win, and I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. That's that. Alright, then we go to Jackie Redmond in the back with her guest, The Man! Becky Lynch is all ready for Trish Stratus in a cage, brother! But first, she has to get past Zoey Stark in a Falls Count Anywhere match. She says, it's not the easy way to do it, but, I never do anything easy. That's fine by me. Okay. Alright, so we got that. So we'll see what happens in the main event. But before we get that, we have Dominic Guerrero and Mommy Rhea Ripley coming out for a kitty chat. Then we see my sweetheart, Tiffany Stratton. Daddy! You see me in the crowd, Daddy? I did, sweetheart. You look great. Thank you, Daddy. Here's my credit card. Have fun on NXT. Bye, Daddy. Okay, get out of here. So, anyway, Tiffany Stratton in the crowd. That could be interesting. Rhea Ripley versus, Mommy Rhea Ripley. They did have, I saw on Twitter that they had, a what if. No, I always talk about the what ifs of wrestling. What if, at Survivor Series, when they used to do, NXT versus, Raw versus SmackDown, they had all those matches, non-title matches, between the champions to get brand supremacy. They should do that again. I'd love to see Rhea Ripley versus Io, probably be Io, versus Tiffany Stratton. Triple threat match. I would love to see that. Who wins? I would think maybe Rhea Ripley wins that, but I would love to have Io win that. Or it doesn't matter, but that could happen. But Tiffany in the crowd. So Rhea doesn't really think much of Raquel Rodriguez, even though she has a resume of her own, and it's I could talk about it, but I only got all day. But either way, she says, I'm going to keep the title at Payback. And then cue Raquel Rodriguez. Then you have a humongous brawl, and Raquel wins that. Goes after Dom, and then Rhea comes back, tries to Riptide. Raquel got out of it, and clotheslines Rhea to the floor, and then talks some shit after. That's pretty much it. So it's going to be, a slobber knocker of a match for the World Women's Championship on Saturday. I think Mommy will win that, but then again, who knows? And that's pretty much it. Alright, after that, we see Trish Stratus and Zoey Stark getting ready for their Falls Count Anywhere match with Becky Lynch. Then we get the Payback rundown from Mitchell Cole and Wade Barrett. Then we get another Terry Funk tribute from SmackDown that we saw. That was pretty damn nice. Then we go to your main event of the evening, Falls Count Anywhere match, Zoey Stark versus The Man, Becky Lynch. Alright, this match was good, not great. Trish throws in some chairs. One of them accidentally hit Zoey in the face, and then she's like, "The fuck, dude?" She's like, "Oh, wait a minute." I thought we were gonna get one of those Terry Funk moments. Remember when he started throwing him and Cactus Jack through the chairs in the ring? During at an ECW show way back when. Then the fans started throwing chairs in. Epic fucking moment. I thought we were gonna get that, but then I think that would have been too risque for WWE programming. But then again, who knows? Anyway, alright, gotta finish it up. Got 4 minutes. Alright, so we get the chairs are in the ring. Becky pulls Zoey off the top. Ow. C360 is countered into the manhandle slam for a near fall, as Trish made the save because there's no DQ. Then they start beating each other in the stands and then up the ramp. Michael Cole was standing up on commentary a couple times. For some odd reason. We're getting to the end, and we got a manhandle slam on the announcer table. It's all loaded up, but Zoey escapes, kicks Becky right in the face. Trish comes back with a bulldog through a very well-placed table at ringside for a delayed near fall. They go for a double bulldog and gets broken up. Zoey accidentally takes Trish out. It's in the crowd now. And then Becky gets the win off a manhandle slam off a crate through the table. And she gets the win in 16 minutes. So, match was pretty decent. You know, a little bit hardcore here and there. So, I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. So, Becky gets the win. Now, we'll see what happens with her and Trish in the cage on Saturday night. That's that. Afterwards, Becky's trying to hold back those tears. And then it just came out crying. And she takes off the Bray armband and holds it up to end the show. I thought that was pretty damn nice. So that's pretty much it. So that ends Monday Night Raw. And I gave Raw 6.5 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think of the show down below in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, all that other good shit. And that's pretty much it. Alright, I'm getting ready for NXT. So it should be a good show. I will be back later tonight over on the Peter Joseph channel with your NXT review for tonight. And that's pretty much it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your cookoot. And if you're not down with that, you need a fucking life. Because if you're not down with that, I'm sorry. But me and a whole ton of people, we all got 3 words for you obsessed bitches. Fuck you, man. Adios, bitches. Until next time. Peace.